Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fauruzzaman Nuryadin, majoring in Islamic Religious Education Class C. Hello everyone. In this video, I will fulfill my English for Islamic Study 1 coursework lecture Mr. Hafid Ali SPD MHum and Mrs. Farah Dini Zahira SPD MTESOL. The final semester assignment is a review of the first series of Love versus Film. A story of an Indonesian student who is continuing his education at Al-Azhar University in Cairo to achieve a master's degree. His name is Fahri bin Abdullah. He had to start with his various dreams and the simplicity of life in Egypt. He survived by becoming a translator of religious books. Fahri lived all of his dreams with enthusiasm and is safe for one getting married. Fahri is an obedient man who is so strict he did not know concept before marriage. He is less articulate when dealing with women. There were only a few women who were close to him during this time: his grandmother, his mother, and his sister. Moving to Egypt change that such is Maria Carey's neighbors of the same flat who are Coptic Christians but admire the Quran and admire Fahri. Admiration turned into love. Unfortunately, Maria's love is only further out in the diary. Then there is Nurul, the son of a famous Kiai who is also studying at Al-Azhar. Actually, Fahri fed his heart on this sweet girl. It's a shame that his sense of inferiority is that he is only a descendant of a farmer. So he never saw any feeling for Nurul. Meanwhile, Nurul becomes doubtful and always useless. After that, there was Noura Bahadur, also a neighbor who was always tortured by her own father. Fahri fully empathizes with Noura and wants to help her to but it's just empathy no more. But Noura expected more, and later this becomes a big problem when Noura accuses Fahri of raping her. Finally, Aisha, the beautiful A that bewitched Fahri, averted since an incident in the metro when Fahri defended Islam from accusation of being conservative and rigid. Aisha fell in love with Fahri, and Fahri also coldly to his heart. Because many letters sent to Fahri Sheikh Usman suggesting that he should have taken an action. Sheikh Usman offered Fahri to meet his college friend, and Fahri also convinced him that ta'aruf was something that was taken with fight. In the end, Fahri complied with the wishes of his teacher, Sheikh Usman, to reconcile with Aisha. After that, Fahri believed that he had found a woman who would become his soulmate. He wanted to give news to Maria, but it turned out that Maria had gone to her grandmother's house to Hurghada. The marriage took place between Fahri and Aisha. Fahri parents witnessed the happy moment. When Maria arrived in Egypt, she was very depressed because she knew that Fahri had married not only Maria but Nurul. Was very sad after arriving back at Fahri campus to meet Nurul, whose attitude suddenly changed, and he also met Maria, who had the same attitude as Nurul. Fahri did not understand the attitude of the two of them, so Fahri's friends suggested that Aisha be introduced to them. The initial problem came in Fahri's household. Fahri felt that he did want to be silent. He did want to define on Aisha, who was indeed from different circle. Fahri proved that Fahri was a little angry because Aisha replaced Fahri's computer with a new laptop. Maria was hit and run by someone. Maria was hit and run by someone at the same time as Fahri was accused by Noura family of raping and impregnating Noura. The police came to Fahri house and took Fahri to be arrested. Seeing her husband being detained suddenly, Aisha did not stay silent. She tried her best to help get Fahri out and help her get out of the accusation. On the hand, Aisha felt that she did know anything about Fahri, so she came to Fahri for more flat and found out everything. The first trial began due to lack of evidence. Conflict with Noura, who openly accused Fahri that he had done it. Fahri could not relate and instead was expelled from Al-Azhar University. All journalists highlighted the cause that Aisha looked so persistent and strong in defending her husband. The spearhead of this case is Maria. Maria can help to free Fahri, but because Maria is there, Fahri is still being held. A very touching thing happened when Fahri Monesheim was questioned by one of his friends in prison. Inside the prison, there is an extraordinary theology and advice given by the prison in minutes that tell about the Prophet Yusuf and Zulaikha. Aisha struggle to free her husband was also trailing in clothing when she wanted to find Maria was the key witness to the incident, but Maria fell into a coma caused by severe depression because Fahri left one of the extraordinary sacrifices by a wife. Aisha forced Fahri to marry Maria because Maria only recovered when she met Fahri, and how said Aisha saw her husband seeing the contact in front of him with the presence of the key witness, namely Maria, although in a wheelchair. She broke Noura's accusation and even provided other information that someone else raped her, but her own father raped Noura there. Noura offended her own voice, and finally Fahri was free from all chains and clothed with freedom again. And all Fahri family and friends are very happy with it, and Fahri begins to count life together with his two wives. It is shown that having two wives is not as beautiful as imagined. The hardest thing is to be fair. At certain times there is jealousy between Fahri wives, which is getting more and more lively, which culminates with Aisha departure from home. Finally, Fahri gained enlightenment that what was missing from him was a sense of sincerity that loss of test made it difficult for him to give justice to his two wives with a sense that they finally reunited. And the story revolved when Fahri and his wife relation where Aisha had stomach cramps and Maria experienced bleeding in his nose caused by a heart disease that he suffered. And at the end of his life, Maria said finally, "I know that love and having are two different things." Maria also asked to pray in congregation, and that's where Maria did will praying, and finally Fahri and Aisha lived happily. Characteristic player: Fahri bin Abdullah, students who are completing their master's study at the oldest university in the world, Al-Azhar, an unpretentious young man who holds fast to his principles of life and honor, smart and sympathetic to make some girls fall in love, faced with interesting surprise at the church of his heart. Aisha, a failed foreign student of German and Turkey, discarded, intelligent, beautiful, and rich. His family twisting background brought him together with Fahri, beautiful and steadfast, a fierce wife, full of strength and earnest in liberating her husband, full of sincerity because she is able to share her husband with other people. Maria, non-Muslim girl who fell in love with Islam. He loves Fahri very much, but his love is only expressed through his diary, which then makes him suffer because of that love. The nature of Maria is cheerful, smart, kind. Noura Bahadur, torture has become a part of his life. The features she was crying made her obsessed with Pahri to become the father of her future baby, but he has the nature of slanderer and likes to accuse Arthur until Fahri is thrown into prison. Nurul, Kiai son grew up in East Java with a calming aura, intelligence, and quality that unites all her strengths. She is very confident to propose to Fahri as her husband. The wisdom we get from the first series Love versus Movie for Life. 1. Always do good to anyone. 2. To love someone for the sake of Allah by seeking His pleasure. 3. Tolerance. 4. The spirit of study. 5. Always respect the teacher. Always be frightened, truth, free, and try when you get a test. Okay, that's all I can say. More or less, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.